Magic Johnson was born on August 14, 1959 in Lansing, Michigan, the son of General Motors factory worker Earvin Sr. and school janitor Kristen. Johnson, who has 6 siblings and 3 half-siblings from his father's earlier marriage, was influenced by the strong work ethics of his parents. His mother spent hours after work each night cleaning their home and preparing the meals for the next day, while his father was doing janitorial work at a used car lot and collecting garbage all the while, never missing a day at General Motors. Johnson worked in different jobs and also supported his father on the garbage route. As a young man, Earvin Johnson grew to love basketball and idolize players like Earl Monroe and Marquis Haynes. Earvin came from an athletic family. His father played high school basketball in his home state, and Johnson learned from him the finer points about the game. Johnson's mother had also played basketball as a child, and she grew up watching her brothers play the game. By the time Earvin entered 8th grade, he had started dreaming about a career in basketball. He had been a prolific junior player, scoring 48 points in a game. Johnson was looking forward to playing at Sexton High School, a school with an outstanding basketball team and history that was just 5 blocks away from home as well. His plans were thwarted when he heard that instead of going to Sexton, which was predominantly black, he would be bused to the overwhelmingly white Everett High School. Earvin's siblings, Pearl and Larry, had enrolled at Everett the previous year and had no pleasant experience. There were incidents of racism and Larry was kicked out of the basketball team. Johnson joined the basketball team but became furious after being overlooked by his new teammates during practice for several days. He almost got into a fight with another player before George Fox, the head coach, intervened. Johnson finally accepted his position and a small group of black students looked to him as their leader. When he posted a triple-double of 36 points, 18 rebounds and 16 assists, Johnson was first dubbed Magic while playing for Everett High School. Fred Stabley Jr., a sports writer for the Lansing State Journal, gave the 15-year-old the moniker at the end of the game. Johnson led Everett to a 27-win and 1-loss record in the high school season and guided his team to an overtime victory in the state championship game. He ended his high school career with 2 All-State picks and was considered the best high school player ever to have come out of Michigan at the time. He was also named to the 1977 McDonald's All-American team. Although Magic Johnson was recruited by several top-ranked colleges such as Indiana and UCLA, he decided to play close to home while attending Michigan State. At the same time, Coach Jude Hitcott told him he could play the point guard position. Magic did not initially plan to play professionally, focusing instead on his communication studies and his ambition to become a television commentator. Playing alongside future NBA draft Greg Kelser, Jay Vincent, and Mike Berkovich, Johnson averaged 17.0 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 7.4 assists per game as a freshman. He guided the Spartans to a 25-5 records, the Big Ten Conference title, and a berth in the 1978 NCAA tournament. The Spartans reached the Elite Eight but lost to eventual national champions Kentucky. He played a significant role in getting the Spartans through to the NCAA finals the following year. They were faced off against Sycamores of the Indiana State. Magic went head-to-head with Indiana star forward Larry Bird in one of the most celebrated matchups in college basketball history. The Spartans were triumphant and the rivalry between Johnson and Bird would follow the players to their days in the NBA. Magic was drafted by Los Angeles Lakers in 1978, 2 years after leaving college. He did well with his team in his first season, 1979 to 1980, averaging 18 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 7.3 assists per game. Magic clinched the NBA Finals to lead the Lakers to a victory over the Philadelphia 76ers, winning 4 of the 6 championship series games. The team comprised influential players like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jamal Wilkes, and Norm Nixon as well. The Lakers reached the NBA Finals again during Magic Johnson's 3rd season, 1981 to 1982, with the franchise. The Lakers beat the Philadelphia 76ers for championship title for the second time in his pro career. Also, Johnson scored 13 points and added 13 rebounds with 13 assists in Game 6 of the 1982 finals, and his second MVP award of the season. The next season, 1982 to 1983, saw the third final matchup between the Lakers and the 76ers in 4 years. However, this time, Early was defeated by Philadelphia, losing 4 straight games to 76ers and winning none during the season. Johnson again faced rival Bird, who had signed with the Boston Celtics in 1984 NBA Finals. It was the first of a series of matches between the two teams. The Celtics defeated the Lakers for the 1984 championship in a close rivalry, 4-3. Nevertheless, the Lakers defeated the Celtics in the finals next year. Johnson and his team continued to be one of the top NBA contenders to the remainder of the 1980s. They once again beat Boston Celtics in 1987 NBA Final, and for the third final time in his career, Johnson won the NBA Finals MVP award. The basketball player has also averaged a career best of 23.9 points per game that year, resulting in his first regular season NBA MVP award, an honor he would again win in 1989 and 1990. On November 7, 1991, Magic Johnson stunned the world of basketball and made headlines across the globe when he revealed he was HIV positive and was retiring from the sport immediately. Magic was the all-time assist leader for the NBA at the time of his initial retirement. The diagnosis was especially difficult for Magic, whose wife, Cookie, was pregnant with their first son. Thankfully, his wife and their son, Earvin Sr, tested HIV negative. Johnson's decision to go public about his medical condition led to raising awareness of the disease. Around the same year, he set up the Magic Johnson Foundation to fund research programs on HIV and AIDS and awareness programs. He wrote the 1992 instructional guide, What You Can Do to Avoid AIDS. Undaunted, the brilliant basketball player returned to play in 1992 All-Star Game, of which he was the MVP, and the 1992 Olympic Games in Barcelona, where he helped win the men's basketball gold medal for the NBA superstar-laden Dream Team. He later worked briefly as the Lakers head coach 1994 and also played for the team for a portion of the season from 1995 to 1996. From 1994 through 2010, he purchased a small part of the franchise and was a minority leader. Johnson wanted to make another run for the Olympics but was deterred by his teammates who were concerned about playing with an HIV-positive team player. However, the sharpshooter explored other options after leaving basketball. In 1992, he published his first book, My Life. He had previously written 2 books about himself and the game, 1993 Magic and 1989's Magic Touch. Magic Johnson also became an extremely successful entrepreneur with estimated holdings with approximately $500 million as of 2015, and a prominent HIV/AIDS activist. Just as he had dominated the courts, Magic Johnson worked his magic in the business world and became a notable businessman. He created Magic Johnson Enterprises, which comprises of a variety of holdings. Many of his endeavors centered on urban developments, taking Starbucks coffee franchise and film theaters into underserved areas. He shared his success secrets in the book 32 Ways to Become a Champion, published in 2008. Magic later joined up with his longtime rival, Bird, to write the 2009 book When the Game Was Ours, which discusses their rivalry, the court encounters, and the sport they love. The same year, Magic Johnson was introduced into the College Basketball Hall of Fame. Magic was part of an ownership group that acquired the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2012. He joined the Lakers franchise in 2017 as a consultant to Gianni Bosch, owner of the team. He was promoted to president of the basketball operations after spending only weeks in that position. However, he resigned at the end of the 2018 to 2019 season after a short mediocre stint, saying he would rather spend his time as the sports ambassador. In 1996, Magic was named one of NBA's 50 greatest players in history, and in 2002 he became inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. At the family front, Johnson was involved in a brief romance with Melissa Michelle, which resulted in the birth of a son, Andrea Johnson. In 1981, he later married Elitha Cookie Kelly in 1991, and the couple was blessed with one biological son, Earvin Sr, and adopted daughter, Elise. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We will appreciate if you subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. We love you.